This demonstration is building custom pages utilizing templates for your Moxie website. Reminder to make sure you are reviewing the requirements in your area with your broker, including those related to non-essential business and telemarketing to consumers. The tools and programs mentioned in this demonstration are optional and discuss best practices for your consideration. I do want to highlight the importance of the Telephone Consumer Protection Act, better known as TCPA. The general rule is that it's okay to contact people if that person recently gave you their phone number, but remember to check the DNC list regularly if you haven't spoken to those individuals in a while. You will also want to check the DNC list anytime you don't have permission. Automated calling or texting platforms should never be used. Pre-recorded messages and artificial voices should never be used. You will be personally liable for any violations of the TCPA. To navigate to and use the Do Not Contact system within MyCBDesk, first sign into mycbdesk.com using your company login credentials. Then click on the tile for Do Not Contact, type in the phone number to be checked, and the results will show records for federal, state, and anywhere advisors company do not call lists. Moxie websites provide affiliated agents with a website for their listings, business information, contact details, resources, testimonials, blog posts, and much more. Key features include the ability to fully customize these websites, integrated Coldwell Banker branding, a responsive interface, MLS integration, and search engine optimization, known as SEO. Today, we will be going over adding custom pages to your Moxie website using branded templates. We will cover how to use the page builder to add custom site pages to your Moxie website. We'll find available brand templates and customize them to create eye-catching custom pages. Well, we will go over adding pages using 4 different brand templates. A local communities page, where we will update pictures and text. Selling your home and buying a home templates, where we will go over how to add buttons that link to a Moxie presentation. And then the Move Meter and CB Estimate pages, where we will go over how to add a button that goes to a contact form to capture leads. To begin working on our Moxie website, first navigate to mycbdesk.com and log in using your company credentials. From Desk, we can search for Moxie to bring up the MoxieWorks tile. Click on that tile, which will bring us to our MoxieWorks profile. And in this case, click on My Website in the blue row at the top. Once we're here in our Agent Website Admin tool, the first thing that we're going to do is add a new custom page. To do this, hover over Site Pages in the column on the left, and then click on Add New. From the drop-down, ensure that Custom Page is selected, and then click Submit. The first custom page that we're going to work on is the Local Communities tab, and so we're going to add a page title at the top. Once I've added a page name, click Publish on the right side to save that name. What to do is click on the Builder tab. This is going to launch the Beaver Builder, and this is what we'll use to access our pre-made company templates, as well as make edits and enhancements to those templates. The first template that we're going to work on is a local communities page, and this can be a nice way to help you show local expertise in your area. You'll notice that a window has opened up on the right side, and you'll see that there is the ability to add certain modules, rows, templates, etc. If this ever gets closed or you lose it, you can always reopen it by clicking on this plus sign in the top right. For our local communities page, we can click on the Templates tab, and then from the drop-down, we are going to select Brand Templates, which is going to open up our CB Realty templates. These are in alphabetical order, so I'm going to scroll down, and I think that it is under Template, Local Communities. Here it is. In this case, I can left click on that template and it will automatically apply that design to my workspace. You'll notice that as I hover over certain elements on this template, it does bring up some different tools, and we'll go into those in a second. Let's just take a look at what we have to work with first. So it looks like we have a big row at the top with a background image, a couple text boxes over that image, and then a couple different sections where we can add community pictures or community information. Do note that there are some instructions here. So this first section says that this can be used if you have a larger number of communities to display. There's a second section where the featured communities are a little bit larger. And so we can use both of these sections or only one or the other. We'll talk about how to do that in a second. The first thing that we're going to do is just make some very light edits to this text box at the top. So you'll see that there is a placeholder for region name. If I wanted to adjust that, what I like to do is click on the wrench, which will bring up my text editor box. And then I can simply edit the text. Once I've made my change, I can go ahead and click Save. I can also bring up that box by double left clicking on the text box. Let's scroll down a little bit and start adding some information for specific communities. As I hover over a text box, I can do the same thing. I can either double left click on that element or click on the wrench to bring up the photo settings. You'll see here that it is currently using a placeholder image from my media library. If I wanted to replace that image, I can remove the placeholder, click on Select Photo, and then I can either select a photo that I have previously uploaded into my library, or if I needed to upload a new photo, I can click on the Upload Files tab and upload a photo from my computer. Be aware that you do want to be using royalty-free images that are free to use for commercial use, or images that you own or have the license to use. In this case, I'm going to use an image of San Francisco. I'm going to select that image and then click on Select Photo. You'll see that my photo has been inserted into that placeholder. Once I've made that change, I'm going to go ahead and click Save. Similar to what we did over the header image, if I wanted to change one of these community name text boxes, I can very easily do that. Make a change and then click Save. Same thing for the description text. I can simply replace that text with anything that I want. Maybe you are using an AI tool such as Copilot to generate this information. I often use that when building community pages. So I might go to Copilot and say, please write 2 sentences about why San Francisco is a great place to live or a great place to own property. And then I can copy and paste that into my communities page. I could repeat that process for those remainder communities. If I do not need any of these extra community spaces, so as I kind of hover over this blank space, you can see the blue lines that indicate that these 3 images and 3 text boxes are in this row. These 3 images and text boxes are in an independent row. If I wanted to delete these 3 because I'm not using them, I can hover over these tools in the top left corner, and in this case, I can remove that entire row. Maybe if I did that by accident, or I wanted to re-add another row of 3 communities, I can duplicate certain elements as well. In this case, if I hover over this icon to duplicate, I can add back my row. It would, of course, be using any of the same information that I previously entered, but just like the placeholder images, I'm able to then replace those images in the same way. As you scroll down, you'll see that this larger image is in its own row, and so is the second one. Again, if I did not need one of these elements, I can always remove them. The last thing that we want to do on this page is make sure that our Contact Me button is linking to our Contact Me page. To do this, the first thing that I'm going to do is, because I've already made some enhancements to this page, I'm going to click Done in the top right and then Publish to save my changes. To get my Contact Me form link, I'm going to hover over my About Me section and then click on Contact Me. This Contact Me page is a default page for your Moxie website. I am going to copy the URL at the top. I'm then going to go back to the local communities page that I just created. Right now, I'm looking at this page as if I was a regular website visitor. To go back into editing mode, up in this top blue row, I'm going to click on Builder, which is going to take me back into the Beaver Builder. And you'll see now that, again, when I hover over certain elements, I do have editing tools. I'm going to scroll down to that Contact Me button. Again, I can double left click or click on the wrench to bring up the editing menu. For the link, I'm going to paste in the link to my Contact Me page. In this case, I'm going to say that I would like it to open in a new window, and then I'm going to click Save. Once I've made any changes, again, I'm going to click Done and Publish. So now we are looking at this page as a regular visitor, and you can see if someone was to click on that Contact Me button, it will bring up your contact form page where you'll be able to capture contact information. The next thing that we're going to work on is creating a buying your home and selling your home page. And we're going to utilize Moxie Present to create kind of a pre-listing presentation and a buyer's presentation. And we're going to add buttons that link to those presentations to those pages. To do that, I'm going to click on Admin Home in the black admin row to go back to the website admin tool dashboard. And then I'm going to click on Site Pages, Add New, Custom Page, Submit. And we'll start out by creating a page for information about selling your home. I'm going to, similar to what I did before, add my page name or title, and then click Publish. Click on the Builder tab to open up the Beaver Builder. I know that Coldwell Banker Realty has already created a template for me to use. So I'm going to click on Templates tab, drop down menu, Brand Templates, and then I'm going to go down to Templates, Selling Your Home. So there are 3 different templates. They all have very similar information with just a slightly different layout. In this case, I'm going to click on the first option. A left click will replace my blank canvas with that template. Again, you'll see that you can hover over certain elements and edit as needed. In this case, this is a really nice header image, but maybe I wanted to change that. Again, I can do that similar to how we changed out our community images before. If I hover over that element with my mouse and then either click on the wrench or double left click, it will bring up editing information for that entire row. In this case, a header image is usually set up as a background image for a row. So in this case, under row settings, I'm going to scroll down. Here you can see that my background is set up as a photo. That photo is coming from my media library. Again, if I wanted to replace that, I can simply remove the stock image, select photo, and then choose something that I have uploaded into my own library. Once I've made any changes, I'll click Save. I wouldn't normally recommend that just because I think the existing image on this page looks really good, but just wanted to show you an example of how a background image works for a row. So you can see that this page already has some very good information. It is nicely laid out, but we do want to add a couple things. The first thing that we'll want to do is make sure that this Contact Me button is correctly set up to go to our Contact Me page. Again, if I wanted to do that, I could click on Done and Publish to save my progress on this page. Go back to About Me, Contact Me, copy that URL, jump back to the Selling My Home page, click on the builder, so same process that we did before. Scroll down to our button, open the settings, add our link, and click Save. What we want to do now to add some extra contact to this page is add a link to our pre-listing presentation. So I might do that under the Learn About Selling a Home section. I might also put it here under the Your Guide section. Again, we can put it wherever we want, and we'll kind of mess around with that. The first thing that we want to do is go to Moxie Present in order to create that pre-listing presentation. I could go all the way back to my Moxie profile and click on Present in the top row. And once I'm on my Present dashboard, I'm going to click on Create New. This is going to be a seller presentation. From the dropdown, I'm going to select my Coldwell Banker templates. And in this case, I'm going to do a pre-listing presentation for my local area. Click Continue. My presentation name might be Selling Your Home or something similar, and then click Create. If I wanted to, I could make customizations, edits, or changes to this presentation. In this case, I'm going to jump to the Pages section, click on the View button to generate my web presentation. Once my presentation has been generated, I'm going to copy that URL at the top and then jump back to the web page that I'm working on. So now we want to add a new button linking to that presentation. I have a few different options. What I could do is I could duplicate this button and change the text on it. So that seems like a good idea. Let me go ahead and duplicate that button. I'm then going to edit my newly created button. I'm going to change the text to something like, home selling guide. Update my link to my Moxie pre-listing presentation, and then click Save. If I wanted to reposition this button somewhere else, I can absolutely do that. If I hover over the four-pointed star, you'll see my cursor change. I can then left click and hold. And as I drag this to different positions on the page, you'll see that there is a turquoise indicator of where that button will land. So if I wanted to move it to just under here, your guide, I could very easily do that. If I wanted to move both of these down below, I can do that as well. Once I've made any changes, I'm going to click on Done and Publish. Once that saves and we're viewing this as a normal visitor, you can see now that if someone was to click on this home selling guide, it would bring up the digital version of your pre-listing presentation. Similar to this page with information about selling a home, we can also create a page with information about buying a home. To do that, I'm going to go back to Admin Home, Site Pages, Add New, Custom Page, Submit. Same process, I'm going to add a title, Publish to save that name, Builder tab to open the Beaver Builder. Just like we did before, I'm going to click on Templates and then Brand Templates. And I'm going to scroll down to Templates, Buying a Home. Again, there are a couple different layouts. I'm going to select the first one. And from here, again, we're going to add a button linking to our home buying guide. In this case, I'm going to go back to Moxie. And I've already created my 12-minute buyer presentation, but the basic process was create new, buyer, Coldwell Banker templates, 12-minute buyer presentation. Because this has already been created, I can click on the three dots to view the web version. So here you can see my home buyer's guide. Again, I'm going to copy that URL, jump back to my Moxie website. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this Contact Me button. I'm going to adjust the settings, view my buying guide, replace my URL, have it open in a new window, and then click Save. And again, I might reposition this guide. I do want to make sure that I update this Contact Me button again. So I'm going to click Done, Publish, jump to the About Me, just to grab that URL, go back to my Buying a Home page, click on the Builder to open up the Beaver Builder, bring up my button settings, replace the link, and hit Save. Once I'm finished, I can click Done and then Publish. The last thing that we're going to do is add custom pages for our CB Home Estimate and CB Move Meter. To add the CB Move Meter custom page to your website, again, hover over Site Pages, Add New, Custom Page Submit. For our title, we could do something like the CB Move Meter. We could also be more descriptive and maybe say something like compare cost of living. Hit Publish. Click on the tab for Builder to bring up the Beaver Builder. Similar to what we did before, we're going to be going to Templates, Brand Templates, section. And then in this case, we're going to be looking for the Move Meter template. Again, I could make changes to the background image, any of the text that I wanted to, but this page is designed to be pre-made. Really, the only thing that we need to add is a contact form or a Contact Me module. So this pink text is really just signifying a placeholder for us. What it's telling us to do is to click on the plus sign to bring up the menu. And now we are going to go over adding modules to our custom pages. The contact form module is known as the Contact Me module. I could find that under advanced modules. I can also utilize the search function. So in this case, I'm going to search for the Contact Me module. And then I'm going to left click, hold, and drag that into the location that I would like it to appear. It is going to automatically bring up the options menu. I can always reopen that if I wanted to. Let me add that module one more time. So let's hit save first. If I wanted to reopen those options, I can always double left click or click on the wrench. So you can see that I can adjust the header. I can also make it so that certain information is asked for and or required. So in this case, I would like to ask for their name and require it. Email is the only piece of data that is always required. Phone number, I'll ask for it but not require it. Address, I might want to require that. Interest, that is totally up to you. Message, I might ask for it but not require it. And buying or selling, again, I might show that. Once I've made any changes, I'm going to click Save. And then I can just get rid of this placeholder by clicking the Remove button. Now I've added a Contact Me form or Contact Me module that is embedded on this page. If a visitor was to fill out this form and click Send, you would capture their information. Normally, it would be sent to your Moxie Engage CRM. I can also add another very useful page known as the CB Estimate page. To do that, again, I'm going to go back to Admin Home, Site Pages, Add New, Custom Page. Again, I could put CB Home Estimate. I could also put, quick automated home estimate, something like that. Click Publish. Again, click on the builder. This is also an existing Coldwell Banker template, so I can click on Templates, Brand Templates, down to the template section. Again, there are 3 different options or 3 different layouts. In this case, I'm going to select the first option. And similar to the Move Meter page, there is a placeholder for me to add a Contact Me module. Again, to do that, I'm going to click on the plus sign, Modules. I'm going to utilize the search function to search for Contact Me. Left click and drag that into the location that I would like it to appear. Adjust any of my parameters, click Save, and then remove that placeholder. Once I'm finished, I'm going to click Done and Publish. So we've gone over adding custom pages, utilizing Coldwell Banker Realty templates, editing those existing templates by replacing images, editing text, editing buttons, and adding new modules such as the Contact Me module. Looking for more workshops? Elevate your business with the best tools in the industry by attending future marketing workshops designed to help you grow your business, bring your brand to life, amplify your reach on social media, promote listings, generate leads, and more. Scan the QR code or visit cbrmarketingworkshops.com. This website is easy to use and provides you a streamlined sign-up process so you can unlock sessions 5 days a week. If the upcoming workshops don't fit your schedule, don't worry. Our YouTube channel is a robust library of recorded workshops and quick tips available for on-demand viewing so you can watch at your own pace, anytime, any place. Scan the QR code to visit our channel and don't forget to subscribe for easy access. Lastly, I wanted to remind you of our next available appointment service where you can book a 20-minute solution-oriented virtual appointment with one of our 100+ marketers in as little as 2 business hours. You can book these appointments for support on our core marketing tools at nextavailableappointment.com. Thank you for attending this workshop.